of the intent of our program is for us to truly understand who we are, and we say that in order to truly understand yourself, you have to walk yourself back to creation. And for us, that means walking from where we're from here in Canada, walking back to the East Coast. We just got back.
I'm just waiting for the high sign there from the head dancers.
But for us, I think what we're trying to figure out, or for myself, is I need to know why. And when I say it, I say I really need to understand. Why did the Moravian missionaries come and help us? You know, what is it about them? Where are they from? I've seen Moravians.
Were they trying to get rich? Were they trying to make money so that they could support their belief system? But now, what are they? They still poor Christian believers that only have the Bible, or are they a religion that holds land?
I would like to learn more about them, pick their brain a little bit. Why us? Why the Lenape? Were we the first First Nations they happened to come across? You know, was there something about our people that they liked? I have no idea.
So that's what the ministers were trying to do. They were trying to teach somebody to speak English, because the Moravian missionaries spoke English as well as German. Guys like David Zeisberger, and he could talk Delaware language, Lenape language.
My Aunt Vera, she was the only one I knew that went to school at the mission. She said I was fine. I was a little girl when I went to school with the German people. I lived there.
With how the government transferred the land, but there were so many X's on the document. We were running with the Moravians. Our people had gone to school. We'd been with the Moravians for 60 years, and they're trying to say people had signed a document with an X. They didn't know how to write their names. So the whole surrender of our land here is kind of suspicious.
In fact, when I was growing up here, I wanted to get as far away from here as possible. because at that time our people were going through a lot of alcoholism and violence and abuse. This wasn't where I wanted to be. It has been 10 years where it's really kind of started, so much so that it brought me back home.
I was about 14 then. My grandfather asked me if he would stay at the mission house. And they said they'd be back by dark. Well, they didn't come back by dark.
Nidashins Travis, Ninojai Nahi, Nino Napewi, Nachlodam and Windakwa. Here we try to represent the old ways as much as possible, such as having the wigwams going. Back then, in those times, when you married in, the man would move into the mother-in-law's house until he was able to make his own. And at that time, it is said that a 10 by 15 wigwam, roughly in size, and an 8-foot diameter canoe could be done by one native man in 15 days flat.
Reminds me of my ancestors, and it makes me try to feel what they felt when they dance. And when I dance, I feel very proud. I am able to put everything together and see the resemblance, Christianity and our native culture. Live by the golden rule. I find it amazing that something so simple is so hard for people to get. We could all just live in peace. It seemed hard to believe that people could live a different way than the way we were living, and they thought that we needed their help.
There was a large group of missionaries with, and the leader being Zeisberger. So when they got here, they founded and erected the original Moravian town. These are 18th century log cabins, and we have guys that are trained specifically to build these log cabins.
She was one of my biggest teachers, was my mother, and she, it's nice to come down now that she's gone, that to be able to reflect on those teachings that she gave me, and to connect with her through spirit. The plant system is very important because it gives us that connection to Mother Earth. It gives us that connection, and if we continue that connection, then we can live interdependently with Mother Earth.
And so what I ask the kids, we have the turkey, he looks after the sky kingdom, represents the sky kingdom, and the wolf represents the land kingdom, all animals. And then you have the turtle, he represents the land and the water and the sky. I still get the kids on this one because but there's some of them are getting wise to me now. Know why? Because he lays eggs like a bird. Bet you were gonna say he flies. No, but that's why that turtle is so what do you call it? Honored in our society.
For us, we need to, that's a big part of understanding who we are. When we walk our understanding back and we get to those people that we spent, a couple 100 years with, 100 years with the Moravian mission, we need to understand where those people come from. Why did they come over and why was it our people they worked with,
And again, it brought me back to a story that the Sioux talk about. Sent a group this way and sent a group this way. The Sioux said it was our people they sent this way to see the people with the white face, or face like the desert. That's why they sent this group, to meet these people, see what they want, see what they're bringing with them, see what we can share with them.